Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that could clean it up. Yesterday is gone and we are not promised tomorrow. This is it. All we have is today. All right, I'm going to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people-pleasing, not able to say no. Drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself. Distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough. Being in a relationship with a man or a woman mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about, in order to move forward, you have to let go of the past or you're going nowhere fast. This is huge. I just got done working with a couple that, a couple couples that just, the women constantly, they carried their black book and had the whole list of the partner's past and all their wrongs. And very, very deleterious to their relationship. It was never going to grow. It was never going to get healthy. It was never moving anywhere until they made a promise to no longer bring up the past. I had to do this with my father. I would go visit him every week and after rehab. And I said, Dad, you ever bring up, we got in a huge fight. I said, you ever bring up the past again, I'm never coming here again. This is it. Like, I'm coming here out of choice. This is not my responsibility. Just like you told me, Dad, you lie in your own bed, it's your responsibility. I'm not responsible for you. I'm responsible for me. And I told him, I will never come into this house again. He knew it. Changed our life forever. We became an equal from that day forward. He never brought up the past. And those of you that just keep using it as ammunition, fight dirty, is you're the one that's living in that misery. You're the one that's living in that hell, and you're never going to heal in your relationship. You're never going to go any further. So today, really, I want each and every one of you to pay attention. And if you're in a fight, don't fight dirty. Do not bring up the past. Stay focused on moving forward. Stay focused on the day. Stay focused on what the two of you are doing today. And I had some horrific things with couples that happened, and they were able to forgive and let go of the past, and their relationships are better than they've ever been. Ever been. Because they're more mature. They're learning how to fight fair. They're learning why they did what they did. They were able to forgive one another. A lot of times, we don't even know what the hell we're doing. We just do it. We become so perfunctory in our lives and myopic in our thinking, and we have no idea what we're doing. We just move forward and not, that's what I mean about moving forward and being conscious, paying attention. So today I want you to really work on letting go of the past. And if you can't, you're never, ever going to be able to move forward. So make it a priority if you want to move forward and to have some peace and happiness in your life. And remember, balance. Not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect that you get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, behind every breakdown, there's a breakthrough around the corner. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world, doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. If you have an attitude today, remember, be attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by Michael Singer. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly always at your limits, you're never back in that comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they're always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using life to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. The spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. To grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same. Learn to embrace change. Discipline is freedom. The undisciplined mind is like an elephant. If left to blunder out of control, it will wreak havoc. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great tasks by a series of small acts. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Eventually, you realize that you cannot actually hurt yourself going beyond your psychological limits. If you're willing to just stand at the edge, you keep walking, you will go beyond. You used to pull back when it got uncomfortable. It's okay to get uncomfortable. Go beyond where you were a minute ago by handling what's happening now. Imagine the peace that you could have experienced if you weren't constantly creating and defending your false self. Michael Singer. Beautiful. Okay. All right, I'm going to read a little part from Jocko Willink, Discipline is Freedom. I love sharing different books so you understand that you can hear it from different people. This book was dedicated to Mark Lee, Mike Manser, and Ryan Job, and how they died for us to have our freedom, and that we can all be warriors in our own life. And this book just stamps everything I know to be truth, and I love you hearing it from other voices. And today is focus. In combat, focus comes pretty easily because the battle is right in front of your face. You have no choice but to focus, but sometimes in day-to-day life, you can lose track of the long-term goal. It feeds from your vision. It slips from your mind. Wrong. I want that long-term goal to be so embedded in my mind that I never lose sight of it, ever. And the little tasks and projects and short-term goals that you tackle need to lead toward strategic victory, winning the long war. But we want results now. We want the shortcut to the winner's podium. We need the instant gratification, and when we don't get the short-term glory, sometimes we lose sight of those long-term goals. They fade. We lose focus. So we stop the daily tasks, the daily disciplines that will allow us to achieve our goals. And a day slips by, then another day, and a day turns into a week, and a week into a year, and you look up in 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, you never moved. In fact, you might even further from the goal than you were when you started. You might have gone backwards. Why? Why did you let that happen? Because you lost sight of it. You lost sight of the long-term goal, and it's faded. It faded from memory, and the passion dried up, and you began to rationalize. Maybe I can't. Maybe I don't really want to. Maybe this goal isn't for me. And so you give up, you let it go, and you settle. You settle for the status quo. You settle for the easy road. You settle for the, oh, well, no. Don't do that. Embedded that long-term goal in your mind. Burn it into your soul. Think about it. Write about it. Talk about it. Hang it up on your wall. But most important, do something about it every day. Every day, do something that moves you toward that goal, that keeps that goal alive, in sight and in focus. However, small or insignificant that step might seem. Take it, do it, make it happen, because that goal isn't going to achieve itself. It is all on you. Wow, 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 wow. Well, this is beautiful. When I met my husband, we both were starting all over. I had just finished remodeling my home with my first husband. Dreamed about being with him for the rest of my life, and that we were going to get a home in the mountains together. And when he relapsed, that changed all my plans. And I busted my ass when he was in prison and made sure I got the house done and did everything to make it happen. And every day, the goal, writing to him, and the excitement was him coming home. And my reward was, well, it taught me how to be on my own and to never depend on anybody ever again. And to be resourceful, to help out to the people that I needed help with, and to help me. So I couldn't do this alone. So, and then when I met my husband, he started all over. This is what I love about my Macker. He started all over with a $10 a day allowance. And in his 40s, he was a multimillionaire, had his own private plane. He was on 20/20. He was set for life. He was the most wanted bachelor in Boston. All the women wanted him for his money. And then when we met, he met his match, because there's a saying, when you could take it or leave it, I could have it. I would never be with a man that doesn't do anything. That's just who I am. But we were equal mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and sexually. Even good looking wise, we were equally. It was beautiful. We really loved and respected each other. And I was in awe with how he saved his money to get the first house. And he said to me, "Zero mistakes, Marianne, zero mistakes." So every house, every project, every building that we bought, zero mistakes. Every day we got up, he got his workers, and he worked his ass off and got the most out of himself and his men each day. So driven. He taught me how to multitask at a level I never dreamt I could do. He took me to levels I never thought I could go. I took him to levels he never thought he could go. I did the people, he did the developing. We were badass, and we still are badass together. We did buy that. We did build that home, but I built it with Mac. My dream came true. And now I'm finishing up getting our buildings the way we like them, so in the next 25 years, we can sit back and just do maintenance and not kill ourselves. And those plans, and each day we get up. And when I had my surgery, when I went through menopause, each day I got up and did the best I could do to get my health back. So today, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is you're striving with, I love what Jocko Willard said. You start today, you get moving. You have a long-term goal and you work towards it. But today, you do everything you can for the day, because when that long-term goal comes, it's just going to be another day. So start living in the day, living your day to the fullest. It's so exciting. I can't tell you how exciting and how much more energy I have by living in the day and keeping my food clean and keeping my energy right and working out and being true to myself and loving myself unconditionally and not giving a fuck what other people think. It's beautiful. And if they're in my way, tell them to get the hell out of my way and move forward and not care what you think about me. That's even another huge thing. I don't care what you think about me. I've made peace with myself. I made peace with who I am. I really don't give a shit. I don't need your approval. The only approval I need is God. God is my boss. I don't answer to anybody else. I don't know about you, but he's the highest of all high. And everybody needs something higher than yourselves in your life. I suggest you find out who that is, because if you depend on yourself, it's going to be pretty sad. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. Two heads are better than one. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, and keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops and my books. If you want to learn about my services, lifeandharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services with you. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Share it with everybody you love and respect. Start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. There's order into receiving this information. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow, in 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. And remember, I want you to have a staggering day today. And thank you for listening.